Hey guys, so in this video we're going over how to rust-proof your chassis so it can outlive you. There's various techniques to this, but for me, there's only two options. You can either film coat or wax, and in this video we're going through cavity wax. And I know there's products called like internal frame coating by Eastwood, but that stuff will ruin your paint if you already have painted your chassis. I'm spraying this cavity wax in every cavity of this car. This is for my peace of mind basically. And the other reason why I'm doing this is because I want to drive in the winter. I really don't care. If I'm on my deathbed and I've only driven this car a handful of times, that's kind of depressing because I spent all this time and energy just for it to be a garage queen. That's kind of sad. As you can see here, I'm spraying the cavity wax in all the cavities of this car. This cavity wax, if we look behind this quarter panel here, it looks sloppy, but you have to drive the car a couple times, get the vibrations through the car, and it will slowly, fill in the area. I will then go on to the undercarriage, and all I'm spraying this in the undercarriage is just in the frame rails, every single frame rail in there, and that's about it. Call it a day. Basically, I'm creating these metal inserts. These will sit between the actual body kit and the body of the car. And I know the thoughts come into your mind like, why are you making these metal flares now? Why didn't you make them before you painted the car? It's just poor planning, honestly. I put about 8 to 10 spot welds, and that's about it. I don't want these to be like on there permanent, so if there is an issue or whatever, I just drill out those spot welds and I can take it out easily or whatever. And then I seam sealed the gaps. And before I seam sealed, actually, I painted these metal arches of just 415, and then I seam sealed the gaps. And then once the seam sealer cures, I will spray the Raptor liner, and that's about it. That's all I'm gonna do. And the reason why I did this is to prevent any snow from getting between the OEM quarter panels or front fenders and the body kit. Before I welded this metal insert, I did spray the wax coating inside, and then I started welding. And obviously my welding skills is shit, but I only started picking up welding because I hired someone to do something for me, and he did a shit job and gave me so much headaches, so that's why I picked up welding. I can't weld for the life of me, but I can do just enough just for like little things like this. Obviously, if I ever have a customer's car, or if I'm doing any structural welding, it's not like a professional do that. But this is just for me. This is not structural, this is all purely cosmetic. And those holes are made for me to spray my wax coating in. Every 2 to 3 years, I'll stick that cavity wax in there, spray it all over, and then plug that hole up with a plastic clip. Here I'm showing that each flare has a tiny hole or gap for water to leak out of if somehow water does get in between the kit and the quarter panel. I have this gap or hole in each flare, so if you don't have a hole or a gap, just drill it out with a tiny drill bit and call it a day. And that's about it. I hope this video was useful to you guys and helps you out with your projects at home. Honestly, the only takeaway tip I can really give you is just plan out these projects because it does save you a lot of time and money. You guys have a good one.